All right, let's get into it. This is Jeremy with Easy Logistics Management. Today I wanted to drill into open APIs for freight and logistics APIs. We've been getting a lot of calls and a lot of requests for this service, and I wanted to drill into it. Open APIs specifically for freight and logistics, and how that kind of plays out, what information it actually communicates back and forth, and what systems it can connect to, and then maybe what the end-all be-all benefits of setting this up could be for your company and your logistics team. So let's drill right into it. We're talking about logistics APIs and freight APIs. Essentially open APIs, so they can be connected to basically anything or any platform or system or e-commerce system that can talk in API, which is basically just application programming interface. It's a common language that computer systems and platforms can use to communicate between themselves if you hook them up and set it up to do so. So in this scenario of an open freight API, our or your provider's transportation management system with its carriers and rates and transit times and KPIs would communicate via an open API gateway, which is we have a one-page document that gives you all the information you would need with a test API key code. So it's really not terribly complicated depending on how you want to use it. And this in turn communicates freight rates and carrier selections, as well as returning dispatch information and BOL creation once your clients or you have selected which carrier and which rates you would like to select. And then in turn, the load is dispatched and tracking is relayed to your company or the buying parties of your commodity. And you can tweak that to optimize exactly for your business process. So it's pretty open-ended. You can customize the code and make it do a variety of things, or our team can even help you in large regard if it's a more complex project. But these open APIs, rates, dispatching, and tracking primarily can communicate with ERP systems like a NetSuite, SAP, Oracle, or basically any ERP business software that you would run your company with that can talk or communicate in API. Accounting software, Microsoft Dynamics, I think even QuickBooks Enterprise has a API-enabled software system. So if you're receiving orders and pushing them through your accounting system through a module and communicate an API, this open API can help you with that. Order management software platforms, if your orders are pushing through this way and you want to dispatch, track, trace, and select carriers through your order management system, that can be done with an open API. E-commerce systems, we do have fixed APIs for a lot of the major e-commerce platforms, but if you have a custom e-commerce solution or something that's not one of the major platforms, if it can talk an API, we can use our open API to connect our carriers and our discounted rates to that and automate this process. And then probably as well, third-party sales sites with the rise of Amazon, Walmart.com, Costco.com. If you're selling and drop shipping onto a third-party sales site to earn your way into their store or just to grow the breadth of your sales via some of these behemoths, we can probably use the API to connect to that as well. So just reach out to us and let us know. And beyond that, why would you want to do this? I mean, if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't want to type in all the orders either. So, I mean, that's partly why I have a team that does that, because I don't think that's fun. We handle most of the sales and marketing, but you would probably want to use an open API for freight automation or logistics automation to eliminate busy work, to be able to dispatch the loads quicker with less effort, less internal errors probably if you're hand keying in inputs or shotgun emailing to 5 providers to get rates, to choose a carrier and a rate with whichever broker you're using. That can get pretty squirrely. In my opinion, it's this open API automation makes your company more scalable because you can move faster, you can dispatch the loads in a more automated format. You can set it up so that it's always the fastest transit time or the least expensive carrier, or you have the ability to select from all of the carrier menu. You can operate your company with less of a headcount, which can drive costs down. Again, this can create a less expensive, more profitable scenario for your company if you can automate your logistics and freight shipping infrastructure. And obviously, if people aren't having to key in orders to book freight loads for everything that you're selling or receiving, you can refocus their energy and attention on core business issues and profit-driving work at your company. Sales and marketing, product design, the list goes on and on. I don't think you're necessarily making more money based off your logistics unless you are a logistics management company like my firm is. So again, lots of different things that you can do with an open API setup for freight or logistics shipping. And again, essentially the information that it's pushing back and forth are the rates and carrier selections, when you select the carrier and the rate, the dispatch and the bill of lading creation, and then the tracking information is relaying back into your platform. And then some of the idiosyncrasies can be taken care of by my team. But if this is something you're grappling with, or you want to automate your logistics process more, these are things that we deal with every day. My team is very accustomed to this, and it's something that we'd love to show you more of, just so that you don't have all the busy work as well. So if you'd like to set up a short meeting, I'd be happy to walk you through this in more detail. My phone number is 866-854-5341, extension 3, or Jeremy at easylogisticsmanagement.com. I hope you're having an awesome week, and let's talk soon.